something interesting's been happening the last few weeks where I keep getting the opportunity, I keep being asked to release all the areas where I'm still grasping in my life, where I'm still trying to control. And one of these things, this the beginning of this week, that was asked of me is to release if then statements. Some universal examples of if then statements are: if I lose 5 to 10 pounds, then I'll love my body. If my partner speaks to me in a certain way, then I'll feel valuable, I'll feel worthy. If I get to a certain point in my career, then I'll be happy. And so I do what I always do when I'm given information like this. I get curious and I start asking questions, and I start saying, like, when did this behavior start? These if then statements, when did they turn into this sort of control? Ways in which we outsource our power, we give our power away to something outside of ourselves. And I was shown that if then statements are actually a really good thing in the developmental stages of being human, that they show us cause and effect. A toddler, would do: if I push this glass full of orange juice over the table, then it will spill, or then it will shatter on the floor. If I pinch my sister in this particular way, then she'll start crying. If then statements show us our limits, and they show us that every action has a reaction. And then I was shown that depending on our home environment and depending on our caregivers and how they related to us, that these if then statements at some point turn from us as the scientist, us as the experimenter, leading with curiosity and wonder, and that they move into control, they move into fact, they move into these hard rules. If I make good grades, then my dad will notice me. If I'm this particular way to my Aunt Edna, then my mom will be happy with me. But then I make good grades and my dad still doesn't notice me. And I am nice to my Aunt Edna in this particular way. And on the way home, my mom's still picking on me about some other thing that I did wrong. And then the more unsafe, unloved, unseen we feel, the more we try and control. And so I was shown not that I had to release the if then statements, but that I had to reclaim them back to me becoming the experimenter of my own life, my own scientist, to lead with curiosity and wonder, and to release the control of the outcome, the control of the other person. And then in doing that, take my power back. I take my power back so that it's not dependent on anybody else besides myself.